Hey Music World, what's going on? John here from What's Spinning. Hope everybody's doing well tonight. We are here to chat about this full-length debut record from Chalk, Industrial Trio out of Ireland. And over the last few years, this band has been on my radar in a major way. Their early EPs, the Conditions trilogy, has been thrilling to say the very least as far as, a great industrial trio of EPs. The first one was nasty, it was gnarly, it was very sweaty and freakish. And Conditions 2 just pushed their sound further into this sort of artsy hybrid that I also really liked. Not for nothing, also, Conditions 3, which dropped last year, was my EP of the year and one of the most immersive and intense industrial experiences I've had in a while. So this has been a band that I've wanted to hear more from for a while now. Now, hearing that they were dropping a full-length album finally, of course I'm going to be excited, but I'm going to be honest, I've been very confused by a lot of the singles leading up to this thing. Let's chat about it. Now, I will say, when the band focuses, they are still one of the most exciting bands to watch right now. Take, for example, Tongue, which kicks this album off. Hearing this, you'd think everything was fine. This track is just dripping in noise, sweat, and personality. The synths are huge, the groove is pounding. This is exactly where I wanted to hear this album kick off. And I don't have anything bad to say about it. It would be great for anything from between a dark and swanky nightclub, but also, your weight pumping playlist. It's frantic, it's raw, it's honestly one of my favorite tracks here. We also have Can't Feel It, which I'm gonna be brutally honest with you, definitely took some time to grow on me as a single. I mean, hearing this thing from a distance, it's very poppy. It has this very big, sweaty dance floor energy to it, and while there's a lot to it that I usually feel like I wouldn't be that crazy about, I actually like this as a single. I've come around to it. It may not be as heavy or as immersive as their early work, but still that hook will absolutely stick with you all day. Really love Longer as well, the sense of danger here, that opening guitar lines, great stuff. And the band really do sink into the groove here. Now this track also has a really interesting duality to it. The verses here, they are pounding, they are frantic, they are sweaty, but this chorus is almost regal at points. Again though, this is very different than where they were at a few short years ago. And while there are plenty of great moments on this album, personally, I expected more. I've been sitting with the track Pain for a while now, and I still don't get it. I love the synths, the production sounds great, but my goodness, the songwriting. It's completely toothless. That frantic, wild energy that the band had on their first few EPs almost is completely gone. Instead, we get a very sleazy, stripped-back track that doesn't really go anywhere or do anything. Also, 1980, easily the worst track here. This thing is rough. I am all for a band experimenting, especially with some more accessible sounds. That's totally fine. Hell, they do that totally fine on tracks on this record by putting in a catchy pop hook. But then I hear this, and it's some of the most melodramatic indie pop that I've heard in a really long time. The synths are decent, but vocally, lyrically, this is so rough. Like, I feel like a band like The Horrors would have knocked this out of the park, but Chalk just sound awkward. Also, IDC, I don't even know where this track came from. Another single that I dropped from this record that really just confused me. Once again, this sounds like the who's who of indie pop right now, trying to be a little bit darker and kinky. The instrumental feels like a mishmash, and vocally this is just obnoxious at times. And Ache as a finale is so disappointing. I mean, it's very drawn out and haunting, but not in an exciting way, in a very lifeless and very boring way. It doesn't have an atmosphere, there's no sense of finality, it just kind of exists. It's very disappointing. But let me tell you, the hype is not all gone because the band still does have a few tricks up their sleeve, like the Eclipse interlude, 57 seconds long, and this is easily one of the most interesting and exciting cuts on this album, especially with just how desolate and eerie and just how much this track actually gets under my skin. It's great. Skem is maybe the best track here, and this is the kind of cut that I wish that we heard a lot more of on this record. This thing is chaotic, it is frantic, it is energetic, the tension builds beautifully, and that beat almost sounds like something out of the Prodigy catalog. And let me tell you, it might be Chalk at their best, but it makes me raise the question, what happened on this record? What lane is the band in? Is the band going to be going for poppier tunes aimed more towards the kinky side of the dance floor, or are we going for more industrial cut tunes ends like this, because I could deal with either, but I'd like to know which way we're going. But Béal Feirste, later on in the record, is a hell of a deep cut, and one of the most ambitious cuts here, maybe in the band's discography. It's an 8-minute track that slowly builds and progresses over time, and it leans into this weird sort of post-punk and progressive pop hybrid, but honestly, it kind of works. The way that it builds calls back their earlier material like Afraid. It's exciting, it's whimsical, it's kaleidoscopic. It's the kind of track that I wish we heard more of. As a matter of fact, this album very much so should have ended with this track. I don't know, I expected a lot more from this first record from the band. A lot of the singles, they're kind of confusing, and a lot of the pop elements of this album, while maybe not necessarily all bad, I kind of wish that they would make up their mind on which direction they want to go to. I feel like they can make either one work, but right now, this is kind of an inconsistent mess of a record. There's some very exciting and thrilling and jaw-dropping moments, honestly, but there's also a lot of lazy moments and moments that confuse me too. I'm feeling a very light 6 on this album, but let me know what you all think down below. If you like the video, be sure to give us a like, give us a subscribe, and let me know down below what you would like for me to chat about in the future. And until next time, have a great day, friends.